By using equation 3, 4 and 6, 7, 8, we solved this equation, resulting equation, putting this value of xn plus 1 plus xn minus 1 minus 2 xn, putting the values of these in terms of exponential. So now by solving, by taking part of exponential, properties of exponential, so here we are taking a common and this will be cancelled by this. So thus by rearranging, so now we get this. So if you rearrange in terms of square, we will get this. So now here in this equation, inside this bracket, we will multiply and divide by 2 iota. So if we divide by 2 iota and to multiply by 2 iota, so this will be sine ka in terms of exponential. So therefore this will be 2 iota sine ka by 2 का whole square. So thus by simply calculating, we get the value of angular frequency for the nth atom. So this will be plus minus 2 beta upon m under root sine ka by 2. So thus so since frequency must be positive in any case, hence we leave the negative sign. Therefore omega will be your plus, negative term we will omit. This will be beta upon m sine ka upon 2. So now let's see with the stiffness and rho with the linear mass density. So stiffness is force upon strain. So now F will be, strain will be change in length, that is x, and divided by a, which is the lattice parameter, that is original length. So therefore this will be af upon x. So now from here c upon a will be f upon x, that means force upon displacement. So this will be spring constant beta, because from Hooke's law this will be minus f upon x in terms of vector. So in scalar term, magnitude term, this will be omitted. So therefore f upon x is equal to beta, and c is equal to beta into a from here, and linear mass density rho is equal to mass upon area. So now if we divide by this equation, so therefore so if we divide by this, we will get beta beta upon m. So c upon rho, इसको इससे डिवाइड करेंगे तो we will get बीटा अपॉन m, इससे डिवाइड करेंगे बीटा अपॉन a will be cancelled. Therefore thus omega will be 2 upon a will be under root c upon rho 2 sine ka upon 2, where this stiffness upon this your density is nothing but the velocity of sound in solid. So this omega will be 2 upon a, this will be v naught sine ka upon 2, where this v naught is equal to c upon rho under root is velocity of sound in solid, and it is constant for the your given lattice. So now depending upon this equation number 9, there are various cases. So now for low frequencies, that means k is equal to 2 upon lambda. So frequency lambda ज़्यादा होगा तो frequency क्या होगी, कम होगी. So therefore at low frequency, that is k approaches to 0, that means for low frequencies. So therefore, or long wavelength limit or low frequency limit. So k approaches to 0. So therefore, you this term sine k upon 2 approaches to k a upon 2, because sine k approaches to 0 means sine 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, k sine k a upon 2 for low values of k. So therefore, omega will be, this question number 9 will be, so this term will become k upon 2. So therefore, 2 upon a 2 v naught into k a upon 2. So a cancelled, 2 cancelled. So omega is equal to v naught into k. Question number 10. So now for so here the frequency is directly proportional to your wave vector. Here frequency is directly proportional to your wave vector. You can say your propagation constant. So now, so in this case we define two types of velocity. First is phase velocity and another is group velocity. Phase velocity is defined as the rate of advance of a point of constant phase along propagation direction of the wave, and phase velocity is given by Bp is equal to omega on k. This is phase velocity, and group velocity is the advancement of the whole wave packet. This Vg is d omega upon dk. So we define two types of velocity, phase velocity and group velocity. This is for whole wave packet. This is for particular point which advances along the wave with the constant phase. So now, thus for long wavelength the atomic nature of medium has a little importance. Thus the medium behaves as the homogeneous elastic medium for long wavelengths. So for long wavelengths your waves is kind of a homogeneous system. At higher frequencies your phase velocity is not equal to your, or is not same to your group velocity. So thus your equation number 9 can be written as your phase velocity is omega upon k. Your omega, what is omega? Omega is 2 upon a to v naught sine k a upon 2, and this is divided by k. So thus your phase velocity will be 2 v naught to k a sine k a upon 2. So now therefore for k approaches to 0, Bp approaches to v naught. Here this k will be k by 2, this will be cancelled, 2 will be cancelled, therefore this will be Bp approaches to v naught. So thus, so now Vg will become d omega upon dk. So thus we will differentiate d upon dk, differentiate 2 upon a to v naught sine k a upon 2. So this will be differentiated. So Vg will be v naught, this will be a by 2, sorry, 2 upon a into argument of this will be a by 2, and this will be cos k by 2. This will be cancelled, this will be v naught cos k a upon 2. So thus as k approaches to 0, Vg approaches to v naught. So hence this is question number. Hence from equation 11 and 12 it is clear that when k approaches to 0, the phase velocity becomes equal to that of group velocity. Otherwise, Bp and Vg are function of k. So now at the resonance frequency, this omega is equal to under root beta upon A. So therefore, this is the maximum angular frequency. So therefore, for maximum, so therefore max value of sine Ka maximum value is equal to 1. So therefore, Ka upon 2 is equal to sine 1 is as pi by 2. So therefore, K will be pi by 2. So thus this Ka by 2, so this will be cancelled. So therefore this will be K is equal to pi upon A. K is equal to pi upon A, and your lambda will be, so now from here we can calculate the lambda. So now from here, since we know that K is equal to 2 pi upon lambda, so lambda will be 2 pi upon K. Put the value of K is equal to pi upon A. So therefore lambda will be 2 pi, this will be K is equal to pi upon A. A will be upper side, pi by will be cancelled. So therefore lambda is equal to 2A. So now we can calculate your Vg. Vg will be equal to 0 and Bp is equal to 2 V naught upon pi. So we can calculate this. So thus, since Vg is equal to 0, therefore no signal or energy has been transmitted when K is equal to pi by A. So thus wave is a standing wave. So now from here you can calculate the value of Bg and Bp. So now with formula for Bp is equal to, so now put K is equal to pi by A. So therefore A will be cancelled. So pi by A will be cancelled, and this will be pi by 2. So sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. So therefore K at K pi by A, your Bp will becomes 2 V naught upon pi, because pi by A will be cancelled, this will be 1, and Vg will be, so this will be pi by A will be cancelled, this will be pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is equal to 0, so therefore Bg is equal to 0. Therefore at this frequency Bp is equal to this and Vg is equal to this. So since Vg is equal to 0, that means your envelope is not advancing, so therefore your resulting wave is your standing wave, or you can say stationary wave.